People typically lose about 50 to 100 hair follicles in a day, and this is not noticeable because while you are losing hair, a new hair replacement is coming from back. Hair loss occurs when the fallen hairs are not replacing with new grown hair. There are some reasons about this hair loss thing. There are some kind of factors that cause the hair loss and baldness. The most important and the most frequent thing is the hereditary and familiar hair loss, which is called the male type hair loss, by the way. The second thing is the hormonal changes and some kind of medical treatments, something like cancer treatments and some medication side effects which are making hair loss. Any kind of trauma like a skin burn or some kind of radiation therapy that may cause a hair loss again, and any kind of very stressful events or situations may cause hair loss again. But the last thing usually is temporary. Hair transplant patients' age range is about 20 to 80 age, but by the way, usually the doctors are not recommending to do the hair transplantation surgery before 30 years old. In early stages, when you notice the hair loss in your scalp, if your hair frequency is not too low, some kind of supportive treatments can be applied, such as PRP injections or mesotherapy, or some kind of supplements can be used. But when the baldness is seen very noticeable, the only treatment is hair transplantation surgery. The number of hair grafts you need depends on some kind of several factors. The first is the size is needed to implant it and the size of the baldness area. The second is the thinning amount of the hair, and the other factor is the quality of the hair follicles on the donor area, which is usually the back of the scalp. The hair transplantation surgery is completely done under local anesthesia. Local anesthesia process is taking about 5 to 10 minutes. After that, the patients are not feeling any kind of pain while all the process, and the transplantation surgery duration, it depends about 6 to 8 hours time, depends on the transplantation amount and the numbers of the grafts. After the operation, there is no need for hospitalization and you can go to your home or the hotel in the same day. It's not recommended to do any kind of big efforts for the first few days, and for the first a couple of hours it's not recommended to driving also. And in 1 or 2 days, the hair transplantation team will do the first medical hair wash after the transplantation. You need to be careful from any kind of trauma to your hair, implanted hairs. You need to not to touch to your hair and not to put anything, not to wash your hair also. In the first few weeks or months, the implanted hair will shed again. But after about approximately 4-month time, the new hair follicles will be grown up, and 1 year time, you can see the final permanent result.